Imagine that many years from now, you are on your deathbed about to make the transition from the physical realm into the spiritual realm, and everything that you've created, everything that you've said, everything that you've done, all of the books and posts and videos, whatever it is that you create, whatever it is that you do, everything has been deleted. And then you have a piece of paper and a pencil, and you can write 3 truths, your 3 truths, and this is what's gonna live on from you. And so people in your family and the rest of the world will always remember you by those 3 truths. What would be your 3 truths? Hello beautiful soul, welcome to my YouTube channel or my podcast. I'm your host and guide, Will Caminada, and I'm here to help you awaken, heal, and expand your consciousness. This channel is all about offering you guidance and practical tools on your journey of spiritual self-mastery. So if this is something that you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with your friends. Do all of this good stuff. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that every month there is an interview on my podcast and here on my YouTube channel as well. I bring a special guest and we talk about something specifically or about their journey. And at the end of every video, the very last question is a question that it's called 3 truths. So this question is not a question that I came up with, unfortunately. I got it from Lewis Howes' podcast, and at the end of his interviews, he always asks this question. I hope I don't get into trouble for asking the same questions, but I really love this question because it makes us reflect on this life's journey, and it also makes us reflect on what is the legacy, quote-unquote legacy, that you want to leave for the planet. And I say quote-unquote because I think that legacy is not something huge. It's not necessarily what you create or business or books. It's just how you live your life and the people that you touch, the people that you connect with along this human's journey. So what I'll do today, I'll answer the question myself, and then I put some clips of what my guests answered. And if you're listening to this, you'll be able to find in the description their names, and also I'll put the links to their interviews if you want to watch or listen to the whole interview. I've thought about this question many times. They've been pretty much the same over the years. Maybe the last one I change. So the first one for me is love yourself. And this is something that I always talk about. When you love yourself, you're loving the whole universe, because you are the universe manifested into this physical human being at this time and space. And so also when you love yourself and you accept yourself unconditionally, you're able to love others as well, because the other people are just an extension of who you are, and you start living with more compassion, with more patience even. And yes, just something that I wish I knew when I was younger, and I lived with a lot of self-loathing and self-hate. That's no good. So love yourself is my number 1. My number 2 is practice gratitude. I think gratitude opens the channels to healing, abundance, forgiveness. Is the portal to all of that. If there's one thing that you want to practice in terms of spiritual practice, I would say is gratitude. Gratitude is your number 1. Meditation as well, but just always reminding yourself of how many things you have to be grateful for, how many people you have around you that you can be grateful for, because you're strengthening your heart muscle. You are opening up yourself to more of whatever it is that you're grateful for. So that's my number 2. Number 3 was a tricky one because I was in 2 minds about many things, but I wrote down here, enjoy this experience. Enjoy this experience. All this is a human experience. within this big human experience, we have mini experiences. This is an experience right now. It's an interaction. It's an exchange of energy. This is an experience. Enjoy your human experience. Remember that somehow you've chosen to be here. You're meant to be here right now, even though sometimes we feel tired, we feel overwhelmed, we feel tired of the 3D world. But it's not about bypassing the 3D world and getting to a 5D and living in the spiritual realm. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, so we might as well just enjoy this experience and find ways to have fun, whatever that means for you. It's different for everybody, and don't take life so seriously. Don't take everything so seriously. I mean, this is something that I'm still working on, and I guess it's a practice, and I guess we just need those reminders on and on and on. But within this number 3, maybe it's a bonus or maybe it's related. I would also say have dreams, have goals, but know also that your dreams will change as you evolve. Your dreams and your goals will evolve with you, but it's important, super important, extremely important, I believe, to have something to look forward to in this experience, in this human experience. Otherwise, you're just here not making the most of your time here. And so yes, maybe that's a bonus, but have dreams, have goals, don't give up on them. Remember that your dreams will change, as you evolve, as you expand your consciousness. And also remember that your dream is now, because now is really all you've got. Now is really all there is. So I cheated a little bit because the third one was kind of like a compilation of them. So now I invite you to watch some clips from some of the amazing guests that I've had, and every time I ask this question, I'm always super curious and I'm always super inspired as well, because they all bring something different to the table. So I hope you enjoy this, and at the end, don't forget to write it in the comments which are your 3 truths, and enjoy the clips.
To really always strive to be your most authentic self. Like, be you, find out what you is and love that and be that and step into that, because that's where all of the power comes from. That's where all of the success will come from. Everything you're looking for really does come from finding out your unique expression of the creator and being that to the fullest. And that's something that's actually a very rare ability for people, at least in this density right now. So be your authentic self. I would say if I had to choose a second one in order of importance, rather, it would probably be strive for self-knowledge and never stop striving. You only can know the universe to the extent you know yourself first. And self-knowledge is the center for everything, really. So self-awareness, self-knowledge, always be in relentless pursuit for that. And that's really where authenticity comes from anyways. And then number 1 for me is love God with all your heart. There's nothing more important and more central to why you're here, to know yourself, to be happy, to be fulfilled, to access all the mystery and beauty and wonder of this universe, which is infinite. It's all available through love. And loving God is the train tracks that take you there. And without that, honestly, nothing has any meaning.
I think the first one is that, and hopefully I was an example of too, is that you are an expression of divine love and divine light, and you get to choose that in every moment. I think my next one is that it's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be whoever it is that you came here to be. And it's okay to unwind from the programming that you might have had around not being the truth of you. My third truth would be, amen, you didn't get to take any of this stuff with you except the lessons. So enjoy the lessons while you're here, my friends.
Yes, enjoy life.
Well, the first one would have to be truth. I've got a massive affinity with Pallas Athena and the sword of truth and Archangel Michael and the throat chakra and all of that. So the first one would be searching on this quest, your own holy grail. That would be one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one has got to be self-love,
Yes.
because it's easy to brush over it, but if you look at it very deeply, like how many times we make a mistake and we beat ourselves up, and so self-love is a massive journey in itself. So that, is a constant. I think that's something that you need to constantly keep your eye on, because as well, it's because we are fragmented. Our souls are fragmented from our true nature. So the more we can love ourselves, the more you can piece your soul back together.
Yeah.
And then I think finally, the final truth would be to give it all away. I've done it. Here, you have it.
Yeah.
Selfless. It's not about me. It's we.
Yeah. It's unity consciousness.
Yeah.
The first one would be that you are and everything is consciousness. That there's only one underlying thing.
Yes. Amen.
So number one. Number two would be any suffering or fear that you have is based in a lie that you're not aware of. The third would probably be you can forgive your way to perfect inner peace. And nothing through the world can give you that. Nothing in the physical world can give you the happiness or peace, but forgiveness can. And all we're doing is we're forgive the stories that create the separate self.
You are who you've been waiting for. I am. Let go.
I think you have to be kind to people, because sometimes they're going through things that you don't know about, and people sometimes have a way of poorly expressing what they're feeling inside. Robin Williams is a great example of that, and we miss him. I do. A great genius. So you have to be kinder to people, because sometimes you don't really know them as well as you think they do. Be respectful to yourself. Don't beat yourself up, because you don't know all the answers. And you won't know until you die. That's the paradox of life. Yeah. So do the best you can, and just be respectful of other people, because, if you have that mutual respect between people, then all the problems of the world will just go away miraculously. Because that's what it all comes down to, the fear, the anxiety. It all comes down from a lack of respect. And if we just respect ourselves and respect others, then you can't really go wrong with that equation.
Well, love and kindness is everything, is one. Coming back to love and kindness. Secondly, is that everything you need to know, everything that you need and want is inside of you, or everywhere. It's within. And lastly, that let's finish on a funny one. If I've just left from physical world into non-physical, maybe saying that I'm coming back. I'm coming back for another life to do it all over again in my next opportunity.
Well, number one is that you are more than worthy. More. Worthy doesn't even define your value. It's so much more. So that would be one truth. You are more than worthy. You will never die. That death is a lie. You're an eternal beloved being. Can't even comprehend that in time and space, but that's true. And then the third truth, it really is okay to have a shitload of fun.
That's great.
It's so okay to just have a blast being you. Just have fun.
Now it's over to you. What are your 3 truths? If you had to write it down on a piece of paper, your 3 truths, and this is the thing that's gonna live on, what would be your 3 truths? Please write it down in the comments and let's just start a thread and let's inspire each other. As always, keep your heart open, keep shining your light, and let love lead the way. I love you and I see you in the next episode.